Hey there guys, what's going on? It's Talking Flicks here, and today we are doing a new video. We are being joined by little Evan here. He will be joining us for our epic journey in this video, which will be a video where the Monsterverse is ranked. All 4 Monsterverse movies here that are shown, they're going to be ranked from worst to best. And yeah, we've done the ranking video before on here, and yeah, we're doing another one. It's not the most common thing we do here, but we're doing it. I'm gonna hopefully make it more common eventually. And also, before we get into the video, spoilers. So, spoilers for all of these movies if you have not seen them. If you have seen them, you are fine to continue, and if you don't care about spoilers, then continue. But if you have not seen them, you've been pretty much. And now I'm going to show you this cool clip, and then I'll get into the ranking. Sound good? Sounds good. Alright, you guys, we are back now after that amazing clip, and of course, Bottom Thingy is here. Bottom Thingy always has to join us, eventually. It's a smaller Bottom Thingy, but let's move on to this next part here. So, number 4. Let's see, what is number 4? Number 4 is Kong Skull Island. The second film in the Monsterverse is my least favorite, the first Kong movie. Yeah, the character. Alright, let's start with the good. The action was really well done. Kong was pretty cool. I do wish he was sympathetic, which he is not in the movie. He is not sympathetic. But, you know, he has a king aspect. He is cool. He has screen time, more screen time than Godzilla does in his first movie. So that's a bunch of good stuff leading there. And the visuals are stunning. You get on Skull Island quickly, so it's pretty good pacing for the movie. But the problem is the humans. The humans bogged down the movie a lot for me. I don't like any of them, except for John C. Reilly. I thought was a pretty good character, but the other ones sucked. They were all so boring, and I just couldn't care less about them. They were bad. They were really, really bad. Especially like Sam Jackson was just so over the top, and it does not work for this movie. It didn't really feel like a campy B movie, but then it felt like he was in a campy B movie. You know, I felt like there was a lot of it that was being taken seriously, but then some parts were not serious at all. But there's a bunch of cool monster stuff in here, but then there's so much time spent with humans, and I just can't quite get behind it, you know? So it's a 63% for me. It's alright. There's some really good stuff in there. It's just bogged down by a lot of not so good stuff. So, there you go. Kong Skull Island, number 4. That's all I have to say. Number 3. And number 3 is Godzilla 2014. Okay, we're always going to start with the good here. First good thing is the visuals are stunning, cinematography is great, the action scenes are great, the Mutos are actually very cool in the movie. Bryan Cranston was a really good character. That final battle was pretty cool. Elizabeth Olsen does pretty good in the movie. And there are 2 major problems here though. One, Aaron Taylor Johnson's character, I did not like him. He just felt so stoic. So, emotionless, pretty much. Except for the end where he reunites with his family. But if you look at how he reacts when his dad dies, or when a monster is freaking emerging from the ocean, he's just acting so stoic. And that pretty much whenever Gareth Edwards, the director, focuses on a character, they pretty much just have a straight face. Like when a little girl is running from the tsunami. Really? That's your expression? I mean, it just doesn't make sense to me. So yeah. And then the biggest problem is Godzilla. Why does Godzilla have like 11 minutes of screen time? What is up with that? You need more Godzilla time in a freaking Godzilla movie, so There's a lot of good stuff going on here, but just a load of stupid stuff to go along with it that just makes no sense to me in a Godzilla movie. And it feels like the director should know better. He's done Rogue One. I loved Rogue One. Rogue One is definitely better than this. Lean that still as well. I'll give it a 70%. I think it's a good movie. Not great though. Could have been better. Alright, number two. Number two is Godzilla vs. Kong. Alright. So this is young kind where we like really like these movies. Godzilla vs. Kong was fun. It was a very fun and dumb monster movie. I said I was gonna wait for me to tell you guys my thoughts until I watched it in theaters, and I just watched it in theaters yesterday. And man, that was an awesome experience. I was in a Cinemark XD. You can hear the sounds of like when a monster steps, and it's just awesome. And also, it's been great because I haven't been in a theater since September, so that's awesome. And yeah, that was so cool seeing that. Also, I want to rectify something in my review. In my review, I said the score for this movie sucked. I regret saying that. It actually has a very solid score, and especially watching it in the theater, hearing the score, so cool. And the sound effects. The problem here is there's a subplot with Millie Bobby Brown and Brian Tyree Henry that just did not need to be in the film at all. Just took up screen time that was unnecessary when we want to see Godzilla fight Kong. I think one more fight with Godzilla and Kong would have been nice in there as well. I think that would have been really cool. And there's this plot line. Also, I said spoilers, so it's fine. There's this plot line where they go to the center of the earth, and just I feel like they could have done more down there, more interesting stuff, but they didn't. So it's kind of unfortunate. There are a few interesting things there, but not that much stuff, and they just spent a bit too much time with the humans for my liking. So that's why I do think it's a flawed film, but very entertaining. 78% good, so it did go up a bit for my review score because I did praise the score quite a bit more. But I was saying how awesome my experience was in the theater. I'm not gonna watch this movie in the theater every time I watch it, so yeah, I'll watch it every time I watch it. For now, I'll probably be at home, especially since it's on HBO Max. But number one. Number one is Godzilla King of the Monsters. This is Godzilla King of the Monsters is the most underrated film in the Monsterverse. Honestly, this is a really underrated movie. A lot of people dislike this movie, and yet they like Godzilla vs. Kong. I don't get that. I find this movie to have pretty much the same flaws as Godzilla vs. Kong, or similar flaws. Is there a bit too much time spent on the humans? Yeah. I would prefer if they spent more time with the monsters, but I felt like they spent more time with the monsters in this movie than they did in Godzilla vs. Kong. You remember when I said I think one more fight in Godzilla vs. Kong would have been nice? I feel like the extra screen time in this movie was taken with that one extra fight, you know? I feel like those extra action sequences really helped the movie. I felt almost more entertained in this movie. I also love the monster selection in this movie. Rodan, Ghidorah, Mothra, Godzilla, awesome selection of monsters, and I really love the story that the monsters went through in the story. The characters, humans, not so much. And in the beginning, the mother, what's her name? Vera Farmiga's character. She was terrible in the beginning, but actually by the end, I actually kind of liked her. And overall, I enjoy the movie. I think it's a good, fun monster movie. None of these are great movies. I'm just gonna put that. None of these are great movies. At best, they're fun monster movies, which is what to me, Godzilla vs. Kong and Godzilla King of the Monsters. Those two are the best ones. They're around equal in my opinion, but I do slightly prefer this one. I'll give it 79% good. I do slightly prefer this one. I just felt like the pacing was overall better in this movie, so I gravitate more towards this one. Even though the dialogue in this movie sucks at times, I have to say that at times it's pretty bad, but there you go. Those are my opinions on all of these Monsterverse movies here. I have separate reviews for all of them if you want to check those out, which would be good. I have plenty of past content, and yeah, look forward to some future content I'll be doing. I'm planning on doing a ranking of all the new releases I saw in March 2021. And yeah, there you go. Those are my thoughts on Godzilla vs. Kong and King of the Monsters and all the movies. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please look forward to some new content I'll do. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and bye. Thank you.